Hello, everybody. Welcome
I
back.
like what you said about life and longevity, Drac.
Remind me what I said?
You said the number of years we're around isn't what matters. Back home, I knew so many old Asari who stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade one of my years for 100. You know the drill? Let's get those cores.
All right. So yeah, picking up where we left off. Like I said, we're gonna try and finish off the or try and clear out the southwest corner of the map, more or less. And yeah, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, because odds are that's gonna be the end of the video. But I mean, like after the video, I don't know what I'm gonna play. Because like I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3, and man, I forgot how long the tutorial in that game was. Like, and just so you know, I consider everything with Haytham and young Connor the tutorial. And yeah, like I know that the first time I played it, like I remember the first time I played that I was Haytham for quite a while. But you know, god damn it, they did it again. But I mean, like the first time I played it, like I actually bothered to try and get stuff done as Haytham, you know, like collectibles and shit, which is obviously not completely pointless because I think anything you buy with him, you still get to keep as Connor. I'm not 100% on that because I haven't got back there yet, but I mean, it is definitely a possibility. And yeah, so like this time, so I kind of figured that that was the only reason why I remembered it taking a while. But now playing it again, I haven't been doing anything like that, and it still seems to be taking, like...
The cores, they're already unstable. We need to hurry.
Just get rid of this guy.
Hostiles ahead.
There we go. But yeah, like I haven't been doing anything like that this time. I've just been trying to cruise through all of Haytham's stuff. Hopefully there's not anything that you have to do as Haytham, you know? I doubt it. I mean, I highly doubt it. I've already gotten some achievements as him, though. Now there is only one more of those. And it's out there. And then... but I said I was gonna... Well... fuck it. We'll go and finish this quest.
Get ready to fight.
But yeah, it's fucking taking forever to get through the... what I consider the tutorial.
You're sure you're not half Krogan?
Nope. Why?
Your attitude, aggression, the way you don't take shit from anyone.
My mother made it exclusively with other Asari.
Is that right?
Except when she conceived me. My father was an Elcor.
Go ahead.
You've got
Hello, you're a Pathfinder, right? I recognize your
Offended
receiver ID.
indignation. Why? Doesn't it fit?
I need help.
You're as
I'm in the
far from
sinkhole.
an Elcor
It's
as
the
I
one
can
with...
imagine.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Then it makes perfect sense, right?
I suppose so. You little rebel.
I have no idea if that's true or not, by the way.
Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Eladin's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
I take it your shuttle broke down.
Well, yes and no. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers, get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for the camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Eladin?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Eladin receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out here.
Yeah, that would, I imagine, be rather weird. You know, I mean, it's the same, well, not the same, obviously, but it's similar if, like, you live in Alaska, I think it is, where they have, like, months of day and or night. I mean, it's one or the other. It may be both, where they, like...
Saw some of your scouts.
Dead, probably. Otherwise you wouldn't have.
Okay. Really? That was the entire conversation? I feel like that may have been more important, but whatever.
Okay, let's get... Uh-oh.
I feel like these guys might be a little wackadoo. Shot that guy all in the back, but, I mean, not my fault he decided to run away. Okay, let's deactivate this. Oh my god, you fucking laser faces really need to piss off. They're pretty much the only things that actually, like, burn through my shield, just because it's, like, constant damage. Alright. Really? Oh my. That guy, I don't know if that guy spawned in or teleported. Yeah, you get him, Drac. Oh. I'm actually a little worried right now, because, like, not for the game, for real life. I'm kind of worried that I'm bleeding a little bit. I had a skin tag on my leg and I ripped it off. Because they fucking annoy me. And I think I got the bleeding to stop, but I'm not sure. And it was, like, on my leg.
That's a big one, Ryder. Thank you.
So, like, you know, if it starts to bleed, I probably won't notice until I take off my pants.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Which could obviously be, I was gonna say an issue, but I mean, it might be a strong word. It might be a little weird. If it does start to bleed, though, it was a slow bleed, so it'll be fine. Is that where the camp of them are? It is. Alright. Good, that is back the way I wanted to go anyway.
You survived by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not.
Once again, I feel like these conversations are meant to be longer. Like, I feel like some of these conversations are like the end of a conversation that happened, not just like a couple sentences that just gets thrown out together, you know? Like, it feels like there used to be more to that, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I know, because I have also been playing, I talked about this a little bit on Tuesday's video. I played some Super Mario 64 on the 3D All-Stars that came out on the Switch. Got myself about 90 stars in a day, which isn't none too shabby. I think that may be more stars than I ever actually got as a kid. Not because the game was too hard, it's that
I'm reading normal
one of those
temperature
games
range,
that,
Pathfinder.
you know, I just, because as a kid I had this bad habit of, like, restarting games constantly, and there was only a few games I actually made it through. Like Spyro the Dragon I beat multiple times, but like Crash Bandicoot 3, I guess, was the only one I actually had as a kid. I never 100%ed that.
Temperature levels are
I did beat it though,
Pathfinder.
so I mean that is more than I can say for a lot of my games as a kid. Also had one called Ball Breakers that was really fucking good. It was like a party game. Kind of like the mini games from Mario Party would be the best comparison.
Analysis of alcohol content reveals it was brewed here on Eladin.
Made here? Out of what?
It's probably safer if you don't know, Pathfinder.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You want to tell me why you were sneaking around in there?
You saw the camp. When Axius comes, the only thing to do is hide.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Eladin. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk didn't even fit our ship. Axius must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You going to be okay by yourself?
This happens all the time. I'll find a new gang. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker.
How are you gonna find a new gang? Every gang that I have come across has been shoot on sight.
It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
But who killed him?
Axius, probably.
Residue indicates this crate once held weapons, but it's now empty.
No weapons on the dead scavengers either.
No, that's generally what happens. I mean, says the guy who kills people and loots them constantly. Let's see if there's anything else to scan in here. I haven't really been scanning, I feel, but now I guess that we're on Eladin, I probably should, because there's probably quite a bit of stuff, although not, apparently not. But yeah, like, there was, like, I had quite a few games for, like, my 64, PlayStation 2, that I never really finished. To be fair, that's a trend that continued all the way up to the Xbox One, PS4. I still have games, obviously, on both of those I haven't finished yet, but I've been doing a lot better on them than I ever did on my other systems. I mean, hell, I'm actually gaining ground now on my Xbox One. For the longest time there were so many games coming out and going on sale and whatnot that I never managed to beat more games than I would buy or get for free or discount, whatever, right?
Likely Axius and his scavengers. Records indicate Axius has multiple bounties on his head. Be careful, Pathfinder.
But yeah, like, recently I've actually been, mainly because, like, of COVID, I guess, because, like, all of these, okay, those apparently are on our side. Why do we have Adhi on our side? I don't understand. Like, there are Adhi everywhere that are apparently...
I'm reading a normal temperature.
Oh,
range,
because they're
Pathfinder.
fucking guys from
Life support is stable.
Kadara.
This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
That's why they're all fucking
Finally.
nice
Let's
with
get it
me.
back to her.
It's because they're, what's her face's men? Sloane's men. That's why they're...
Heat levels increasing.
That's why they're nice. But yeah, like, I've been fucking cruising through games. I mean, like, that's why I'm on
My mother
Assassin's
had me
Creed 3.
extremely
I mean,
life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
Ah, you're almost dead anyway.
oh, mighty big sinkhole right there, and my brakes apparently do not work all that well. I've also stopped buying games, even if they're games I know I want to play, if I can't beat them quickly. Like, I bought a Mushroom Savior game and Subject 13, I think, because they're both games that I could beat in, like, one sitting.
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder.
Alright. But yeah, like, so, like, I got Assassin's Creed 3 that I'm working on. And then After that, I've got a few games, but I don't know exactly how long they are. Like, I got a Sword Art Online one that I haven't touched yet. I got another one called Light Fairy Tale, I think. That I don't think it's very long, but you got to play it twice, but it's not. But it's from two different characters' perspectives. Like, you play through once as one character, you play through again as a different character that parallels the story. And I don't know if you get to choose which character you play as first, or if it's you play as one and then play as the other. I'm not sure. I got Sherlock Holmes on there. I mean, I got quite a few games on there that probably won't take me very long to beat if I sit down and play them. But then I also have like, and I also have some on there like the Sword Art Online one. I don't know if there's any like multiplayer achievements. If there is, then obviously I don't care about perfecting it.
Defense systems may be active. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable
Like Sniper Elite 3 there. Like, I finish it I finished it. This video comes out Saturday, so you know that I finished it. It's like, obviously, I finished that yesterday. After I finished that, I just uninstalled it. I didn't bother going for any other achievements, even though there was some more that I could get. Because I knew I wouldn't be able to finish it. Because it has beat the whole thing on co-op. Which, to be fair, I might see if my one friend has that game, because I don't remember if I bought that game or if it was a free with gold one. I think I also missed where the fuck I was going. I did. Because if it was a free with gold one, he would have it, and it's definitely one that me and him would play. Now, how well we would work together on that game, I don't know. Like, we work well together in games, but in stealth games, yeah, we tend to have different approaches. He's a lot more cautious than I am in them. Like, I played Splinter Cell Blacklist with him.
Look, I didn't expect such a nasty
And like he would be
enemy
setting up a
after
kill
I
and
don't
then get
have a
annoyed
lot
at
of
me because
time.
like I would like rush
I'll
through.
give
Now
you
granted,
the advice I'd give myself.
not really his fault. I had already played through the majority of the game when we played together and had like every weapon and upgrade that there was. So like I had a silent shotgun and like all this other stuff that just let me like tear through enemies. And like the best so like he would like I remember there was one we were doing in that game. There was oh, I see, there's different things in there, right? Okay, well, I need to make sure I know where I'm going. Okay, so up that one, and let me guess, up that one, yeah. But yeah, they had like a horde mode on that game. And can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was like in an embassy or something. So it's all, you know, it's been a while since I played the game, so I could very well be wrong. But I want to say it was something to do with an embassy. And like he was setting up this thing. He had like all these guys lined up ready to be killed. And like I had been playing the game because I wanted all the achievements. Where's the... Oh, I think the other one's on that one. So, like, I had been playing the game on the hardest difficulty, where if you played Splinter Cell, they have this thing called Mark and Execute on there, where if you get a melee kill, and I think if you get enough undetected kills as well with, like, your guns, you can get it, but, like, one melee kill will unlock it for you.
Should be enough glyphs.
Where, like, you can just mark people, and I think it was 3 people... And then, like, you just hit a button and your guy automatically headshots, just boom, 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 and they're all dead, right?
Got it.
But, like, I've been playing on the hardest difficulty where that wasn't a thing. Like, mark and execute just didn't exist for you. I'm gonna hit that one, even though, well, we might be able to get to it. So, like, I had gotten so used to not using it, right? That, like, it never entered into my mind to use it. So, like, he's setting up this shit so that he can do it. Or he's setting up these guys so that he can, like, mark and execute. He had, like, this whole thing planned out. And then, like, because it wasn't a thing,
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
generally when because like also in
I know
that
you
game
didn't
you
get
got
a
gold
Krogan
medals for like
I mean, I'm not
you had
missing
like
the Asari
stealth,
one,
which
but
or you
that's
had
different.
ghost,
And yet
panther.
somehow we ended up in the exact same place.
I don't remember what the last one was called. I'm just gonna call it combat. And they were like different medals that you got, and like ghost was for making it through the level without being detected and without killing anyone.
Constructs ahead.
Certain sections, like you got points towards it for every section that you cleared without killing anyone or being detected. Predator was making it through without being seen but killing people. And then combat was for just annihilating people while being detected at the same time. And you know, you needed gold on those. So like I had also gotten used to being in open combat and that, and like going through it, stealthily killing people along the way to get the Predator medal to gold and shit like that, right? So like he was setting up all this stuff, and then I show up and just like fucking annihilate everyone with my my really dumb fucking overpowered silent shotgun. And I say dumb and overpowered because if you... I don't think that there was a difficulty you could play on that it didn't one-shot people. Am I just supposed to shoot this? Looks like it. Alright, you guys, do you want to stop?
Pathfinder, a tracking signal was attached to that canister.
Why?
Unknown. The signal is defunct. There may be more at other scavenger sites.
And yeah, he would get annoyed at me. Eventually, we did get into a groove. But the groove was more or less... He would go to one side of a map, and I would go to the other. And we would do our own things. Which, to be fair, in Sniper Elite would probably be a benefit, if anything.
Why all the bones? Trying to be some kind of supervillain?
Yes.
Cool. Damn it, abandoned. I scuttled everything.
So yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, like, the way that we did that may work for Sniper
Might as well
Elite.
search it.
I mean, isn't that Pock right there? I mean, right? Hey, scavenger.
Ryder, he's got Pock. She's broken, though.
Guess Kalinda didn't take very good care of her.
Hey, I don't want any trouble. I found this site abandoned. By scavenger law, it's all mine.
We're not here to fight you for it.
That's a relief. I mean, good thing. Well, I'm a businessman, you see, so I'm willing to sell if you see anything you like.
Did you see where the crew that used this site went?
No. They were trouble, though. Led by a pain-in-the-ass Asari with the meanest spit Krogan toady. They've been picking remnant sites clean all over. Never leave anything worthwhile behind. But, they screwed up and left some choice items here, though.
You ever hear of an Asari named Kalinda Terev?
That's the, pain-in-the-ass Asari I stupidly mentioned. Please don't tell her I called her that, or next time I see her, it's my ass.
Yeah? So you better do right by us.
How much for that broken observer?
What, this thing? Yeah, it may look trashed, but I assure you it's easy to fix right up. In fact, I could do it myself and make a killing, so no discounts.
Right. This guy's gonna put her back together.
Let's get down to business.
Okay, look, what do you think is fair for the observer?
Take this, and consider yourself lucky.
Yep, that'll do. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll get her to the Tempest and put her together. Thank you, Ryder. Maybe this Kalinda nightmare is over.
Don't start going naive on me, Peebee.
Yeah. Regardless, I can upgrade my remnant scanner now. Come see me back at the ship.
Alright. If I had to guess, I would say that when we go and see her back on the ship, that's what's going to send us back to Eos. To that area that I mentioned, remembering going to. What is this? Hitting rocks for science. Why not? What was it? Oh, right. But yeah, like, I still have... but there are some games I would like 100% that I know are going to take me forever. Like, I need to finish off Skyrim. Because I've had that for fucking ever. I never finished it off. I did the Dragonborn DLC not too long ago. I cleared all that out. And I kind of want to go back and do the Dawnguard DLC.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Again. So, I mean, I say again because, like, I finished it on the 360. I perfected it just before it came out on the One. I did it, just so I could get it done. And now, to be fair, I say that, like, games that'll take me forever to do. Technically, Skyrim, if I popped in, I could, like, Skyrim's a game that you can cruise through at, like, a fucking breakneck pace, right? Because it's not a difficult game in the slightest, especially, like, you can punch the difficulty down to nothing, just walk through everything and kill everyone, right? Like, pick up a sword, fucking annihilate everyone, which is how I'm playing it this time, because, you know, based on, like, videos that I've watched of people talking about Skyrim, not actually playing it, and that pretty much it seems like everyone ends up as stealth archer because it's so insanely overpowered. But this time I'm going for more warrior, so I got dual wielding warrior. And yeah, I just walk through everybody. It takes nothing for me to kill everyone in a room.
Well, it's better.
So, I mean, like, I could obviously clear that out. I have Fallout 4, which will obviously take forever because there's no way I'm actually going to stay focused on actually getting the achievements and not building up random bases for no real reason. Oh, it is building up more. Okay. To actually, you know, get all those achievements. Although I have a feeling that that's another one just like Skyrim where if I actually just focused on getting through the game and getting the achievements, it probably wouldn't take me very long. Because most Bethesda games do. I mean, because I feel like Bethesda games out of everyone, because like they're open world games, because like I've played some open world games with some real garbage achievements.
Okay. Let's solve
That
this
involve
thing.
you like beating the game multiple times and shit like that. But I feel like Bethesda does good with their achievements because they're open world games. You just want to give people achievements, at least in games like that where you can do everything, you know? Like in Skyrim, you can become leader of every guild with one character. In Fallout 4, I guess you can't really become leader of every faction, but I don't know if there is... Is there? I actually don't remember if there is achievements based around becoming leader of factions in Fallout or in 4 or not. I have Final Fantasy 15, which to be fair, I am getting close to. I haven't played it for quite a while, but the last time I played it for quite some time, and I am actually getting rather close
Don't
to
go dying anytime soon.
getting the perfection or getting the 100% on it. Well, to be fair, I guess I can't say that yet. I'm getting close to finishing the game, which then I don't think will, and I don't think I'll have too much to do afterwards. So I mean, there's that.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
I have, but yeah, so like those three are probably 3 of the longer games. I also have the Phantom Pain, which pretty sure I can 100%, or which I also want 100%. I don't know how close I am to that one though. I think I'm pretty close because I know that at one point in that game, it just makes you more or less replay missions that you've already done with modifiers on them. And I think I'm getting close to being at that point because, like, you know, they made that giant game and then forgot to make an actual story for like a good chunk of it.
Target's down.
Probably because Kojima's a fucking maniac who has too much weird stuff. I talked to my one friend about that before too. Like, I feel like I fall out of playing Phantom Pain every now and then because of the weird stuff, you know? Like, a lot of people give Kojima lot of credit because like he makes like these games, these amazing games with like all like these weird things in it and whatnot. And yeah, like now I'm gonna preface this by saying I besides the Phantom Pain, I don't think I've played any other Kojima games. And well, I guess Ground Zeroes, but that's also, it's basically the same thing. But based on my experience with that, I don't think I'd really care for any of his other games because like my least favorite part of Phantom Pain is the weird stuff. Shipment's delayed. You'll have to be the one to tell Big Terran he's not getting his guns. I'll hold Isabel here till you... Oh.
Isabel's mentioned in this.
Updating your interface with the nav point.
We almost have her.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like I was talking to my friend about this. We're like, if they had the Phantom Pain, right? They just had that game, but removed
above normal temperatures.
all of the weird shit with like the skull face guy and everything.
Enemies!
I feel like I would enjoy it more. Like if it had like a more, maybe not like standard military kind of thing, because like I love the whole like mercenary group building up your base. The way you recruit soldiers is really weird. I feel like there could be like different ways of recruiting soldiers instead of knocking out enemies and then it's like, oh, but then we convince them to join us. It's like, right,
I detect multiple
sure.
hostile life forms.
Isabel could be in trouble. Let's move.
Isabel may actually be leading these guys, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, because like I said, my favorite part about it is the base and like recruiting the soldiers and like the more standard military stuff. Like I talked to him about like if you had that game and like you did more regular military things, right?
The one killing my guys? Come in here. I want to talk to you.
Was that Isabel? Oh boy.
Nope. But yeah, like I feel like I would have probably finished that game and fucking perfected it a long time ago if it wasn't for all the weird stuff. Because like I love the gameplay of it. I love the bases. Like I said, the recruiting's weird, but I still enjoy it, you know? Like picking who to recruit and everything. Like that's really fun. I like the missions in that and like the side missions I enjoy in that. But
should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle.
If you're Isabel, your brother sent me.
Kent? For what?
He wants you to go back with him. To Kadara.
Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Eladin. I get perks, protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess.
Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet.
Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave.
Kent flew here all the way from the Nexus. He'd give his life for you. You don't think that's reason enough?
You're a pain in the ass, you know that? Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here.
I feel like once again that's one of those conversations where like while I don't doubt that you would have changed her mind, I feel like it would have taken a little bit more of a talk. Or at least just like her to think about it a bit more, you know? Like that could very well be all that you would have to say. But like it would take her a minute to process everything and actually come to the decision to do it, you know? But anyway, that'll be it for this part. We actually managed to clear what I had hoped we would. So next part we'll probably head up and hit up the north. We might head back over, maybe not, I don't know. We might head to this one and then head up there, I don't know. I think we'll go and do that. And then, like I said, we'll just try and make like a circuit, because like this down here is New Tuchanka, all this nonsense. Well, technically New Tuchanka's there, but it takes up a section. Or maybe, well, I don't know. That's probably what we'll do. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.